Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FrostPunk. We're back, day 39, 7:53 a.m. It's getting cold. It's negative 60. In about a day and a half, we're going to drop to negative 70. About a day after that, we're going to drop to negative 80. And then we've got whatever this is. We've got like the ice icon, which I'm assuming is going to be when the storm hits. In the last episode, we became aware of the storm. We saw it on our map. We set up a new outpost in the fishing village, which is bringing us quite a nice amount of food, but it's very close to the storm, and I'm still not quite sure whether or not this is going to become unusable in a second. We can see that these two outposts here have already become unusable, and so I'm assuming within the next day or so, we're going to lose access to our fishing village. Hopefully, we get our people back, but I'm not 100% certain as to whether or not that's going to be the case. Flippin' heck, we have got, as always, a lot of work to do, my goodness. So, what is going on over here? We've got gathering posts that are disabled. I think that is not fine because we very much so need the coal. No gathering resource within range. Why is that? The coal thumper should be working. Hopefully, once the workday starts here, we'll start to see more coal getting made. There we go, they're online again. Nice. Okay, this is good. This is good. The sawmills here are not online. The reason for that is that we made ourselves this guy at the end of last episode, the wall drill, currently making us 9.6 wood per hour. We could always do with more wood, and so it might not be a bad idea to assign 6 engineers here to that sawmill, but we have just finished our research for steam steelworks. So let's open the tech tree. That gives us access to steam steelworks, uses steam power to extract iron ore from deep deposits and processes it quicker, delivering up to 70 steel in a standard workday. So I'm not quite sure actually, do we actually have steam being made? A steam coal thumper. Like how do we get steam? Do we just have steam? If I put down this steam steelworks, is it just going to work? Or do we have to make steam somehow? I don't see anything that looks like it makes steam, and so I'm not sure. For now, I'm just going to hit play. We'll stay on the slowest speed because I want to get some stuff done, but we should get another research complete here. Maybe coal mining optimization? Coal mines, steam coal mines, and advanced coal mines will be 10% more efficient. 10% is not a lot. I don't really love it. We've got gathering post insulation, which could be useful. I do kind of also, maybe steam hub range upgrades? They will consume twice as much coal when active. Maybe generator range upgrade allows us to turn the generator range zone to an extended setting, but again, that's just going to increase the amount of fuel that we use, and as the storm grows nearer, we really want to try and reduce the amount of coal that we're using as much as possible, and hopefully try and get at least a little bit of a stockpile going before then. It would be nice to unlock the 4th tier here, but that requires 75 steel, which we just do not have. We could go with something over here, like automaton integration. Improves the workplace integration of automatons, boosting their efficiency by 10% to 70%. See, this right here, to me, makes more sense than going for the coal mining optimization, because this is a 10% boost to both wood and coal for us, because we've got automatons working on both wood and coal. Streamlined automatons will cost 20 wood and 20 steel less to make. I think this is actually what we should go for. I think that's going to be huge if we can get more automatons made in the factory, try and get those out as fast as possible, and try and build more coal mines, more sawmills, more everything, more steel mills, you know, you name it, to try and get as much work being done by automatons for when that storm hits. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to keep working once a storm hits. I don't know if it's going to be too cold for us to actually get anything done, but hopefully we can, and hopefully we can kind of get our automatons to keep working and keep doing stuff, even if our people do have to stay inside. Speaking of inside, I keep saying it, but we really, really need to start upgrading these houses into bunkers. We can't make any more there. We are slowly but surely getting it done. We've upgraded a few already, I think. And by a few, I guess I mean like one. I can see one here. I don't think we have another one. We've got a few over here, but really, I would like everybody to be at the very least, inside of a bunkhouse when the storm hits. Realistically, it'd be nice if we could get them in like a proper house, but I think that's maybe a bit too optimistic. So, coal is falling very quickly, which is not good. Urgent need for treatment again. I'm going to disperse the crowd. I still stand by the fact that we should probably just put more people into our medical posts. I think our medical posts are online. We did get the insulation for medical posts, and so they should be amongst the warmest. Yeah, you can see these. We can probably turn these off, actually, to save on coal, bring them down to livable, not necessarily comfortable. But Although we do have a lot of people who are sick. And we should also, I guess, we got so many medical posts though. This is why I don't think building more is going to do anything for us, because we've got, what, 5 right now, which is, I think, already more than we need. But what we should probably look towards doing, this research is almost done, is potentially unlocking the infirmary. A steam-heated infirmary with 10 beds. The sick are treated faster than in medical posts, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. I think we should probably look at getting one of those next. I'm wondering, actually, I'm thinking now that maybe steam-powered means that they use coal to run. Like, if we want to get a steam-powered steel generator, maybe we have to put coal into the steam generator, or I guess it just passively uses coal in order to produce steam. I guess that, if it's faster, that could be useful, but at the same time, if that's the case, we just don't have the steam available. You know, we don't have those resources ready to go, which is not great. We have just received a large shipment of coal, which is good. It means that we can keep our generator on, at least for the time being. Yeah, the biggest problem here is that even the bunkhouses are chilly. The tents are very cold, and so I think the tents, as I said last episode, are kind of the biggest factor right now, the biggest reason that we're seeing so many people becoming ill. And so realistically, we need to either increase the temperature of the generator, which we could do. We could bump it up to level 3, thus increasing the temperature a bit more, but obviously using more coal. Or, alternatively, we can try and upgrade to bunkhouses. Bunkhouses does upgrade it a little bit to chilly. It's still not livable, and it's far from comfortable, but it's better, and I think that's really all we can do at the minute. We're not making anything in the factory. It's closed right now due to not producing anything. We don't have anything queued, which is kind of fine. We don't have any anywhere near enough steel to get the work done. We need a lot more steel. How many people do we have working on steel? 12. It might not be a bad idea. I guess I should pull these people off wood. We're doing fine on wood for now, I think. And then move those guys over to work in steel. And then put one of them onto the medical post, maybe? Yeah, that seems fine. That seems fine. The hothouse has not been running for multiple episodes now, which is not great. We have a scout team who are waiting to explore these snow burrows. The price of survival. All of these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder they are still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. Bring the sick to our city. Leave them to die. It's 19 people. I don't think we can take them. As harsh as it is, and we've been making some harsh decisions recently, I think we just gotta leave them to die, because it's 19 people, half of which are children, and they're all sick, right? We've got enough sick people as is. We can't really afford to be doing that, I don't think. There is the research complete. Let us do the research for the infirmary as soon as we get enough steel, which hopefully won't be too far from now. I really think we need to... one of our people died. That's not great. We really need to save up our steel, I think, because we need to get another automaton. We need an automaton working on steel permanently. Prayers at work, sir. The people employed at the gathering post refuse to work today. They intend to spend the entire shift praying. We've been working like madmen, sir. There's only so much we can do to prepare. Let's face it, the end of the world. Oh, it's not the end of the world. Force them to work. Hope will fall, but hope doesn't matter. We have nothing but order here. How warm is it over here? It's not very cold, but it's still not good. We should turn these on to make it livable. It's livable over there, which is good. Nobody's working at the mills there, which is fine. We should also probably heat up the coal thumper. The coal mine is being worked by an automaton, so it doesn't need the temperature. These are all cold again, so we should bump those up to make sure that the med bays are actually working. And I should pause real quick because we do indeed now have what it takes to start on the infirmary, which hopefully won't take too long. Are the child shelters online? I think they are. Yeah, we've got these heated up, which is good. These guys, are we still getting coal? I think we are. Let me check the map real quick. Yeah, so it looks like the fishing village is done for. Thankfully, our coal is quite far away, and so we should hopefully continue to get coal for quite some time. Also, if we wanted to, we could set up an outpost over in Winterhome for some wood, 150 wood every day. It would be nice. I don't know if we have the people to spare, honestly. What we really need, like, we're doing fine on wood. We've got almost 400. What we really need is a steel mine. We need a place to get an excessive amount of steel. Also, the heating is so... we're running out of coal so fast. The coal will be back in 10 hours. We've only got 6 hours left on the heater, so I guess we're going to bring that down either to zone range 1 or steam level 1. I guess I'll bring it down to zone 1 for now to try and preserve the coal. Also, the tech tree is done again. Infirmary mechanization. Infirmary employees... infirmaries employ fewer people. -5 engineers. Yeah, let's go for it. We need those people. We've got so many people working in infirmaries right now. We need to remove that. And by infirmaries, I mean medical posts, but I'd like to get some infirmaries set up, if at all possible. It does use a steam core, but at this point in time, I think that's probably fine. That's the end of the workday. We need so much more steel. We got 6 steel. This is ludicrous. We need so much more. Let's see what's going on at this camp here. Hopefully they have steel. Fallen Star. We searched the remains of the camp. This must have been some scientific operation dedicated to the research of whatever punched this hole in the ice. Now the place is deserted and there is nothing of value to be found here. Carry on, I guess. There's just nothing there at all. That's insane. Alright, I guess we should go to the large crater, maybe? Yeah. I don't want to go to any of these two because they're a bit close to the storm, which is getting very close to us. I really don't like that. And then also these two are just too far away right now. And so yeah, we'll go to the large crater. Again, hopefully it'll have some nice resources, but at this point in time, I'm really not too optimistic that it will have. Also, where are all of our workers? We've got 216 people. Are that many of them ill? I guess we should pull engineers out of the factory for now because it's not doing anything and put them into steel, temporarily at least. But we've got like a bunch of people working in the workshop. There's all of our engineers. But we've got 104 workers. And I can count, what, 6 plus 6 is 12, 20. Like, there's like less than 40 or 50 people working maybe. So like half of our workforce, I think, is currently inhabiting these medical posts or just at home, sick and not doing anything. Yeah, staying home. Why? We need these people at work. We need them getting stuff done. Oh, and it's only going to get colder. Oh, this is not good. I can tell you right now, guys, I do not think this is going to end well. We're stockpiling wood, which is good, and we're about to fill up on wood, which is, I guess, fine. Fight over supplies. Sir, an argument erupted between some workers last night. Some of them wanted a portion of the resources their facility produced so they can prepare for the storm. It came to blows, and though nobody was seriously injured, tensions are running high. I guess keep me updated. Oh, this is not good. Do we have what it takes to put out some nice propaganda messages? We do. Let's round up some prisoners if we can. Let's get that discontent as low as possible. Because really, I think also we should pass a new law if we can as well. I need to make sure I stay on top of that. Foreman. Appointing responsible foreman will make sure that people work as efficiently as possible. Agitator. Oh, those are the loudspeakers we can put around that will remind people to work. Forceful persuasion. Oh, what do we have left in adaptation? So we've still got the soup and the food. We've got a public house. Even in this harsh new world, people still need to raise their spirits after work with good company and a stiff drink in their hand. Or a dueling law. Disagreements between people will face deadly threats every day. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that. I think ceremonial funerals is unnecessary right now. Triage will be able to dedicate all of our efforts to healing those who can't recover quickly at the cost of sacrificing more severely ill. A quarter of patients will die instantly. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. We'll have a new ability, Triage, which will instantly heal 2/3 of patients. I think we've got to do it. We're going to kill off a quarter of our ill population instantly, which is a lot of people. But being able to heal 2/3 instantly is going to be a huge boon to our workforce. And so, as much as I kind of don't want to, I'm going to sign the triage law. Hopefully discontent doesn't rise too much. If you can't get back to work fast, you're useless. I get that. That's a bit harsh, but may God forgive us. We just can't save everybody. It's kind of true. We can't save everybody. We can't. Okay, so hopefully this number of sick people falls. How does... triage. Triage will be performed. 2/3 of patients will be healed instantly, but roughly 1 in 4 will die. Yeah? Discontent did rise there. I thought it was on like a 1 in... I thought you did it on every single medical post, but it looks like we just did it on everything there. That's good though. Look at that. We lost some people, but we've got 1 sick person. Which I think is fine. Discontent is rising. Fast. Which I don't like. I'm going to take some more people out of these medical posts now because I don't think we need quite so many of them. And we'll start divvying them up into like research and steelworks and whatnot. This is an order. This is the complete opposite. Oh no, sir. The prisoners are running free. Why do the prisoners keep running free? I do not understand how this happens. Also, discontent is getting dangerously high. A mob storms the stockpiles. Oh gosh, guys. Oh, everything's going wrong. Sir, a crowd of terrified people has stormed the stockpiles and started plundering our supplies. We managed to fight them off, but they demanded wood for heating and reinforcements for their homes. We need 520 wood to supply everybody. We'll have wood for everybody. You'll have 24 hours to supply 520 wood. We have 520 wood, I think, or close to it. Disperse the crowd. People may get hurt. Discontent will rise, hope will fall. The city must come first. I think we can give wood to everybody. We've got 519. We need, what, 520? Yeah, that's doable. I don't know if we should be putting all of our wood, like, I don't know if we should be giving our wood away like that, but I think that's fine. I really want to put it into... Oh, we're so low on steel. We're too low on steel. Wood supply secured. Nice. You open the stockpile for everyone to take home for emergency wood supplies. This will let them reinforce their houses and provide emergency heating if all else fails. Look at that. Discontent should fall. We're preparing. We lost a lot of wood there. It's a good thing we had it. Discontent is too high right now, I'm telling you. And we still don't have what it takes to make an infirmary, and so people are just getting sick again. I guess we can turn the generator up to level 3 here. And hopefully that will kind of increase at least the temperature where the houses are. I'm thinking it might not be a bad idea. Most of our people live right here around the center of the generator. And so in preparation for that storm hitting on day 43, it might not be a bad idea to start like putting down multiple of the smaller heaters kind of just around the generator, you know, and so that when the storm hits, we can just turn everything off apart from that stuff, and hopefully that will maybe let us keep people warm enough. Who knows? Technology is done. We could do houses, but I think that's kind of useless at this point. We're definitely not going to be able to build them. We could build the beacon that lets us know when the storm's going to hit, but I think we have a good idea of when it's going to hit anyway. Generator range upgrade seems unnecessary. I think we go for coal mining optimization, just to try and get as much coal as is humanly possible. Oh, this is not good. This might well be the end of us. We're just over a day away from the, what I assume is the storm. And then I have no idea how long we have to endure the storm for, so I'm uncertain. I'm going to bring this down to level 1. We'll bump it up, or we'll I guess, see what happens when the storm hits, and then maybe bump it up, if possible, at that point in time. But, oh, I'm confident that we can keep a few people alive, right? I'm confident that at least some of our people will live, and we might be able to make it through this. Discontent is falling, which I think is good. I don't know what happens. I'm assuming when the storm hits, discontent is going to rise rapidly, which is very much so not great. Whoa! Sir, there are prisoners running free. This is an order. I don't know why that happens, honestly. I don't know what causes the prisoners to run free. It seems to go up and down. Called it home, yeah. It seems to go up and down. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, it's freezing. We need to turn the generator up, I guess. We'll put it up to level 2 to try and not have people be very cold. At the very least. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm also wondering if it's even worth our time putting down an infirmary. The sick are treated faster. But it might just be worth more to put down bunkhouses. You see, these people are cold, whereas the tents are very cold. So I think we should probably just invest in those instead. Try and keep our people as warm as possible, or try and keep as many people as warm as we possibly can. Oh, I think we got what it takes to make another one, right? Yeah, we do. All right. All right. This is it. This is the end, I think. This is where we either make it or we break it. Day 42. We're about to drop to negative 80 degrees Celsius. Suicide. Sir, the man who wanted to go looking for his daughter was locked in his house as you ordered. Today, his neighbors found him hanging from the rafters. He left a note saying that this was the only way he could be with his child. May he rest in peace. Oh, we don't have steel. We don't have steel. There's no point turning these on. Apparently, even with the heating on, it's still too cold here. Okay. We've got 17 hours left on the generator. I'm kind of thinking that I might set up another coal mine so that we can get, like, I'm thinking of moving. We've got a guy working, we've got an automaton, I should say, working on wood. I'm thinking that I might just make another coal mine and get another automaton working on coal. Because at this point, we're a day away from what I assume is the storm. Let's look at the map. Yeah, we're next. We're next on this line here. And so, I think we've got to go all in on coal, right? We don't have enough coal stockpiled. We're not getting steel fast enough to build anything. And so really, I think we need to save our steel, put it into a coal mine if we can get it, as soon as we get to 10 steel, which shouldn't be too far from now. Yep, there's negative 80. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, we got 176 people. Let's put some of our workers onto steel. Try and get as much as possible. We're up at 7. There's 10. So let's build another coal mine. Hopefully, we can kind of just fit it down somewhere right about there. And then we will unassign the automaton from here. Turn him off. And then as soon as this is built, we'll assign it to this thing. How much is this guy making? This guy makes 15 an hour, or close to 16 an hour. So we'll be up at 32 an hour. We did just increase the efficiency of coal, which is good. Are the prisoners still, like, free? Prisoners running free. Why? Do we need... Is it because there's one person working at the prison? That could well be the case, right? Let's, I don't want to pull them from coal, but we should really assign people to the prison so we can keep our prisoners kind of in prison, right? There we go. Round them all up. We can't put any more propaganda out yet. That's fine. We can't pass a new law yet either. We do have time for a new technology. A steam coal mine. Using steam power, this machine can extract up to 600 coal per standard workday. I guess we'll wait and see if we can get that. I probably shouldn't have built... Can I cancel this? Yeah, that gives us some steel back. I should probably wait until we get to 25. Then we'll research the steam coal mine. And then once that's done, we'll try and build one of those over here and see if we can't get 600 coal per day from our automatons. I get the feeling that as soon as... Oh, there's the storm. We've got an ice icon on us. Oh, this is not good. This is very much so not good. People are very cold. I've got one free person that I can assign to steel, I guess. I guess I can't. No employee available. Alright. That's the end of the work day. I'm going to put some of these into overtime. Going to extend the work shift for the engineers because I want to get this research done. Like, we desperately need it. If they don't get it done by 8, which they didn't, I'm going to enact a 24-hour work shift, which is not going to help with the discontent. But we need that research done before this storm hits. And it's going to be tight. Oh, the research is done. Okay, pause. Let's get a steel coal mine. Oh, we can't. We need 40 steel. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That is not at all good. I guess we can choose another research. Whether or not we're going to be able to get this done is a good question. Prosthetics, automation, integration. I don't think we can afford to use any of our steel on research right now. And so I think this might well be it. Oh, gosh. This is it. The steel, our coal is gone. Our coal outpost is gone. We've got 9 hours left. I'm going to bring this down to 1. We've got 9 hours left on the generator, so I'm going to have to extend it. The storm is about to hit. We've got 176 people. Discontent is way too high. We can pass what might be our last law, and I'm thinking of putting it into food additives. How much food do we have? Like none. So we should really try and get the most out of our food. I wanted to push this to the very last minute here, but I'm going to sign the food additives law, which increases discontent, which is maybe not what we need right now. But this is it. This is the end. Mild frostbite. A citizen has become gravely ill. Yep. People are hungry. The cookhouse, I'm guessing, is just offline. Yeah, even with the heating on, it's too cold for the cookhouse. So people are going to be hungry. There's no respite for days here. You can see it's day 43. We've got to survive till at least past day 47. There's no temperature rise in sight. I guess we can speed up here. There's nothing I can do whilst we wait. I've just got to hope that we made our automatons good enough to work in the cold at very low temperatures. The wind, I can't hear my own thoughts. Hell has frozen over. I'm just waiting. Any second now, we're going to see what temperature drop. It says 1 level. There's 90. The storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city and the generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn towards, rattling windows, trembling lips utter words of prayers. The cold will be brutal Hunting is impossible. The soil of hothouses will freeze. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. Oh, the city must survive. We got 39 food. Survived the storm. We didn't even try to understand what the storm would bring. We are completely unprepared. Regardless... Oh, that's not good, is it? Regardless, be wary of falling temperatures and try to survive until the end of the storm. Oh, no. So we got 90. Tomorrow it's going to go down to, I guess, 100, 110, 120. It looks like people can still work. Oh, geez. Nothing is even... Everything is just freezing. Nothing is even close to warm. There's like a very light bit of heat coming. I don't even know if there's any point putting that thing on, really. Like, it's not doing anything. It's wasting our coal. I'm going to turn these off. Like, they feel unnecessary. They're not heating this up enough to where it seems worthwhile to use the coal on it. Oh, geez. We're going to try and get up to 40 steel so that we can set up that other coal mine. I guess I should really have this automaton on the wood whilst we wait. People are furious. Final warning. We must hold on for a couple more days. We'll have 2 days to lower discontent. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, honestly. Where's our propaganda center at? It is over here. Let's put out a propaganda message. It's too high. Bad healthcare, freezing at home. Oh, storm harvest. Captain, the ill and their families have gathered to demand that we do something, anything to help them. But the number of frostbite cases just keeps rising, and we might not be able to keep up with the sick in time. You could use triage to heal most of them. Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. I can't use it just yet because it's not time, but we're close. We do now have what it takes to build the steam steelworks. So, oh no, I want to make a steam coal mine. Yeah, that's what I want to make. Boom. Okay, so once that's built, we'll move our automaton. That will hopefully get us a bit more in the way of coal. I guess we can maybe try bumping up to level 2. Although, I don't know. I'm going to leave it on level 1. I'm going to put it up to level 2. Oh, no. I'm going to put it up to level 2 when it's... I was going to say, I'll put it up to level 2 when it's free time. It is currently free time, so I'll bump it to level 2. And try and keep it... Maybe even level 3? No, level 3 puts us on a time limit. I really don't want to put us on a time limit. Discontent is not falling. I think we're going to lose to the discontent. Honestly, I think that when we use triage, that's just going to increase discontent even more. Yeah, triage used. Overtime work. Let's cancel overtime work. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So I don't think anybody's working overtime. They shouldn't be, at least. But I don't know. People are dying. It's not good. We could almost use triage. Let's unassign our automaton from here and assign him over here to start producing coal. That's a lot better, 40 per hour, as opposed to the 16 over there. So, one of our engineers wants to talk to you. He's concerned about the danger that the coal has on our mines. We're doing everything that we can to heat the mines, but the air that we're pumping into the shaft is so cold that the hydraulic roof supports are starting to freeze. When they do, the tunnels will start to collapse. Keep me informed. Oh, if the coal mines go out, we're done for. Coal is being produced, which I guess is good. Let's have a look at our economy panel, shall we? We're producing a lot of coal. This is good. So I'm going to bump this up again to number 4. And then check the panel here. We're still fine. And so I might even go one step further and bump it up to range. No, what I'll do is I'll leave it on 1, but then overdrive it. So that hopefully you can see that these are ever so... They're still very cold, but they're not freezing. Which is really all that I can ask for at this point in time. I don't know if that's going to get discontent low enough. I don't think it is. I want to use triage because we have to get the... to keep our promise. But we've got 2 days to do that and only 1 day to get discontent down. And so I think we're going to hold off on doing the triage until... Unless doing the triage completes the promise, which then lowers discontent. It might do. Completing the promise might lower discontent enough. I'm going to do it. I used triage. Does that not count? Okay, it does. But that didn't lower discontent anywhere near enough, if at all. Emergency shift. Where is the emergency shift? I need to find... Are you on emergency shifts? I don't think anybody's on an emergency shift. It might just be the one that we called before to get the research done. I'm trying to keep this as warm as possible. I guess I can turn this guy on, right? Turn on the steam hubs that are closest to home. This might just keep people warm enough. Do we have what it takes to make another steam hub? No, I want to go to my building tab. Is it tech? Steam hub. It is. We need a little bit more in the way of steel. The houses are getting warmer. There's even a little bit of you know, it's cold, it's chilly, but it's not. The mines are freezing. So it's so cold, the hydraulic roof supports in our coal mines are failing. The tunnels collapse. The lower roofs will be cut off. We should either abandon them or send volunteers to replace the supports, but this is extremely dangerous. 10 volunteers will be sent to each mine. Some of them may die. The output of all the types of coal mines will fall by 80%. We gotta send volunteers, man. But I think it's futile because we've got 1 day to get discontent down. Overcrowded medical facilities. We got 1 day to get discontent down, and it's too high. People are hungry. The hothouse is not making food. Can I get the hothouse online, even? Will that bring the temperature up so the cookhouse can work? I don't think so. It's in the range of like these two, but it's still freezing. Oh, I don't think there's anything we can do. Honestly, I think we're too far gone. I think we've made too many mistakes up to this point. And I think it's going to be discontent that kills us here. Can we get the propaganda center online? I can't even send out propaganda. We can round up prisoners, which will hopefully reduce discontent a little bit. The music is getting so intense, it knows we're going to lose. The propaganda center's not even online, so I can't get that to work. The one person who only works there is not going to work. It's too cold. We could pass a law? Maybe ceremonial funerals? Loss of hope. I'm not bothered about hope. We need something that reduces discontent. Hope will rise. Is there anything that reduces discontent? Being able to duel reduces discontent? Sign it. You can now duel each other if you want. That's a permanent modifier that's reducing the discontent. The generator is being overworked. It's got 8 hours left. We've got 8. I'll bring this down. I'll turn overdrive off. I feel like I have to. More hands needed, sir. The volunteers we sent to keep the mines running weren't enough. They're still being caved in. Send more people. We've got 122 people. We're sending as many as we can. Like, as many as we possibly can. This is an order. This is complete madness. Is the prisoners free again? That wouldn't surprise me. The prison's probably just offline. The prisoners are running free. Oh, discontent is greater than the maximum value. It's 106%. How does it get higher than the maximum value? Oh, this is not good. Hopefully that emergency shift will disappear. Freezing at home, I can't help that. People are hungry. I also seemingly can't help that. The cookhouse is too far out to get anything done. I can't send out propaganda. Bad healthcare is just a systemic problem that we've failed to fix over the course of the episodes here. I don't know. I assume that in 13 hours, they're just going to kick me out. It's too cold. It's too far gone. I guess we could build an infirmary. Like, we need one more. Oh, we need a steam core. We'd have a steam core. I can't build an infirmary. Never mind. So even that's not possible. The heating is already on at the medical post. What is our coal looking like? Our coal's too high. Our coal usage, it's way too high. I guess I'll turn this off because there's no need for it to be on. That puts us at just an ever so slight plus there. Can we do... We need 75 steel for the next level. Like, I'm thinking we could do steam hub range upgrades, but that seems useless. Really, we need generator efficiency upgrades, and so now we've got to wait until we get 75 steel, but we're not going to get to 75% steel before we get kicked out due to discontent, which is even... It's 120%. Oh, no. Oh, this is it. I think I failed. I think hell has frozen over. I tried, but I think we were way too slow in the early game. We didn't get research done often enough, or fast enough. We didn't pass laws regularly enough. We didn't heat houses up fast enough. We didn't do enough exploring early game. It took us way too long to get scouts out. Oh, I would love to replay this game. I think I could do a much better job at staying alive a second time round and kind of managing things, but I wonder if I can... let me try something here. I'm going to take people off. Where is it? Where are the people? Is there anybody working at all? No point in anybody working there, so we can take that off. I'm going to take workers off call, even though we kind of need it. I'm going to make people guards, because I think my last hope here is that when they decide to kick me out, I can send the guards to say no. I can have the guards back me up and tell people that, no, we are going to continue. I am going to be the ruler forever. I am the one supreme leader. I think that's our only hope at this point. So we've got 10 guards. I'm ready. 5 hours. Mines operational. Sir, the volunteers managed to replace the critical supports in the lower levels of our coal mines. Our coal supply is safe for now. Nice. They will be honored. That's good. That's good news, which will hopefully lower discontent, which is at 148%. Prisoners are on the streets because the prison's too far out. It's too cold to work. There's nothing I can do about that. We're gaining coal, which is good, and I think it's keeping this middle area at least a little bit. Oh, I'll put it into overdrive again. Like, it's not even... Maybe... I'll turn overdrive off and maybe bump up the range. But, like, these places are still freezing. Even with all this stuff online, things are still... The buildings are still freezing. It's not even increasing the temperature a little bit. It's not putting a dent in, which is just madness. 2 hours. I might as well speed it up and see if we lose or see if we can force our way to continue. Your time has come. A fitting end for a bloody despot. Despot? Death to the tyrant? I'll piss on your grave. The end. A team of guards escorts you to the execution grounds to the crowd gathered around the generator. One of them reads your sentence. You've been found guilty of crimes against your city and its people. The punishment for this is death. The crowd falls silent. Do you have any last words? Honestly, I did my best. And that's it. That, my friends, is FrostPunk. Holy heck. That is such a good game. I really enjoy this game. I'll probably play it again at some point. I might even stream it at some point because I like this game so much. I think I can win if I'm just a bit better at the game. I really thought for a minute that we could pull it back. I thought that just maybe we could come through in the clutch and survive till the very end. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to do it this time. But for now, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed FrostPunk and you'd like to see more of it, let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys next time.